Welcome to Chasing Curiosity TV. Subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates. Batanes, once a serene and isolated paradise, has always been known for its breathtaking landscapes, rolling green hills, and the unique culture of the Ivatan people. For generations, life here moved at a gentle pace, untouched by the outside world. But today, this tranquil archipelago is now a strategic linchpin in the escalating US-China rivalry, drawing the attention of global powers and international media alike. The island's proximity to Taiwan and key maritime routes has thrust them into the global spotlight. Batanes sits at a crossroads of major shipping lanes and military interests, making it a focal point in the Indo-Pacific region. Once celebrated for its natural beauty and vibrant culture, Batanes is now a potential flashpoint in the growing tensions between superpowers. The peaceful festivals and traditions that once defined the islands are now overshadowed by the presence of military forces. Military cargo planes and strategic discussions have replaced cultural festivals in the news. Headlines now focus on defense, security, and the possibility of conflict rather than the simple joys of island life. The Philippines, with US support, is fortifying Batanes, transforming it into a strategic bastion. New military outposts, joint exercises, and increased surveillance are rapidly changing the landscape and daily life. This newfound attention brings both development and risk, painting a target on the islands. While some welcome the infrastructure and investment, others worry about the dangers of becoming a front line in a potential conflict. The Ivatan people, long aware of their home's strategic location, now face a new reality. Their quiet existence is being reshaped by forces far beyond their control as they adapt to a world that suddenly seems much closer. Batanes is no longer a strategic afterthought. It is a critical player in regional stability. Its fate is now intertwined with the shifting balance of power in Asia. The island's serene beauty is now viewed through a lens of strategic value and risk. Every hill and coastline is being reimagined as both a treasure and a potential battleground. Batanes has become a microcosm of the broader geopolitical drama in Asia. Its story reflects the challenges faced by small communities caught between the ambitions of powerful nations. The world is waking up to the reality that Batanes is on the front line. International headlines, policy debates, and local anxieties now converge on these once quiet islands. The transformation is swift, and the stakes are high. As Batanes adapts to its new role, the world watches closely, knowing that what happens here could shape the future of the entire region. Batanes is more than just a remote cluster of islands. It stands as a vigilant gatekeeper to the Luzon Strait, a vital artery for global commerce and naval power, where the world's economic lifeblood flows daily. This narrow strait connects the resource-rich South China Sea with the vast Pacific Ocean, making it crucial not only for maritime trade but also for military strategy and regional stability. Control of the Luzon Strait is essential for China's navy to project power into the Pacific, while the United States and its allies seek to monitor and, if necessary, contain that expansion. Batanes and the Babuyan Islands serve as strategic perches, ideal for advanced surveillance systems, radar installations, and even missile defense platforms. Military planners from multiple nations recognize the island's immense potential to control and monitor passage through this critical maritime corridor, making them a focal point in regional defense strategies. Beneath the waves, the strait is also a major hub for undersea communication cables, which carry vast amounts of global internet and financial data between continents. Protecting these fragile cables from sabotage or accidental damage is a major security concern, and Batanes provides a crucial layer of defense and rapid response capability. The island's unique geographic position makes them a lock on the gate of the Luzon Strait, controlling access for both commercial and military vessels. The presence of a vigilant and well-equipped military force in Batanes is essential, not only for the Philippines, but for the security of the entire region. The island's role in monitoring and protecting undersea infrastructure is critical, as any disruption could have far-reaching consequences for global communications and economies. Batanes is, without a doubt, a strategic choke point with global implications, where the interests of nations and the flow of commerce intersect. Its stability and security are a global necessity, not just a regional concern, making Batanes a place of consequence for the entire world. The Philippines is transforming Batanes into a fortified sentinel, recognizing its strategic value. A military buildup is underway with increased troop presence and upgraded facilities. The US-Philippines partnership enhances this effort, with joint projects improving infrastructure. Military exercises showcase the deepening alliance, building interoperability and testing warfighting concepts. Advanced technology, including radar systems, enhances maritime domain awareness. Discussions about deploying new weapon systems like BrahMos missiles are ongoing. Batanes is becoming a formidable anti-access and area denial bubble. The fortification of Batanes is a comprehensive strategy to create a credible deterrent. China views the fortification of Batanes with alarm, seeing it as a direct threat to its strategic interests in the region. The small but significant island chain, perched at the northernmost tip of the Philippines, has suddenly become a flashpoint in the ongoing power struggle between Beijing and Manila. Beijing accuses the Philippines of playing into US geopolitical games, issuing sharp warnings through official channels and state media. Chinese officials have repeatedly cautioned that Manila's actions could destabilize the delicate balance in the South China Sea and have not hesitated to use strong language to make their displeasure clear. Chinese vessels are now increasingly present in the Luzon Strait, asserting power and testing Philippine resolve. These patrols are not just routine, they are calculated shows of force, designed to remind the Philippines of China's reach and readiness to defend its interests. Disinformation campaigns, both online and on television, aim to sow doubt and fear among Filipinos, portraying the US as a warmonger and casting suspicion on Manila's alliances. These efforts seek to fracture public opinion and weaken the resolve of both the government and its people. Economic risks of antagonizing China are highlighted, with warnings about potential trade repercussions and investment losses. Filipino businesses and investors are increasingly anxious as Beijing hints at the possibility of economic retaliation if tensions escalate further. Beijing's warnings carry an implicit threat of escalation, with military drills and missile exercises near Batanes serving as stark reminders. The message is clear. Any perceived provocation could make Batanes a potential target in a broader conflict. The Philippines faces a complex challenge, balancing its sovereignty and security with the ever-present risk of conflict. Diplomatic negotiations are tense, and military planners are forced to consider scenarios that were once unthinkable. The strategic calculus is transformed, making Batanes not just a remote outpost, but a matter of national survival. Every decision now carries weight, as the island's fate could shape the future of the entire archipelago. China's presence is a constant reminder of its power and displeasure, looming over the daily lives of Filipinos in the north. Fishermen, soldiers, and civilians alike feel the tension as foreign ships patrol ever closer to their shores. The Philippines must navigate this geopolitical storm with caution and resolve, weighing every move carefully to avoid miscalculation. The stakes are higher than ever, and the margin for error is razor thin. The defense of Batanes is now seen as crucial not only for Philippine national security, but also for the stability of the entire region. Joint exercises and regional cooperation have become essential tools in deterring aggression and maintaining peace. The stakes are high and the path forward is fraught with risk. As the winds of uncertainty blow across Bataan, the Philippines stands at a crossroads, determined to defend its sovereignty, yet fully aware of the dangers that lie ahead. In a Taiwan crisis, Batanes becomes a critical logistical hub for military operations. The islands offer a strategic vantage point for intelligence and surveillance. Batanes could serve as a base for offensive operations, complicating Beijing's plans. The island's proximity to Taiwan makes them vital for humanitarian efforts, including evacuations. Batanes' strategic importance also makes it a prime target for Chinese military planners. The defense of Batanes would test the Philippines' military readiness and alliances. The island's fate could set the course for the entire conflict. The Ivatan people face a new reality as their homeland becomes a strategic pawn. Military presence brings both security and anxiety, with development seen as a double-edged sword. Some Ivatans welcome the protection, while others fear provocation and conflict. The community is divided, balancing patriotism with the desire for peace. Conversations focus on security, development, and the risks of being on the front line. The Ivatan voices are crucial in navigating this complex geopolitical landscape. Their resilience and determination define their response to the unfolding drama. China's grey zone tactics challenged the Philippines, stopping short of outright war. The China Coast Guard and maritime militia create constant tension in Batanes waters. Information warfare shapes narratives, portraying the Philippines as a US pawn. Economic coercion looms, with China as a vital economic partner for the Philippines. The Philippines must counter disinformation and maintain sovereignty without escalation. Winning the Grey Zone War is as critical as preparing for conventional conflict. The Philippines faces a daily battle for control of the narrative and its waters. China's tactics aim to intimidate and exhaust, testing Philippine resolve. The challenge is to respond decisively without risking escalation. The stakes are high, and the path forward requires strategic finesse. Batanes is central to a complex diplomatic chessboard in the Indo-Pacific. The US-Philippines alliance is strengthened by a network of security partnerships. Japan and Australia are key partners, enhancing regional deterrence. The goal is to deter aggression by demonstrating collective resolve. This strategy of peace through strength is fraught with risk, requiring careful diplomacy. The challenge is to build a credible deterrent without provoking conflict. The future of Batanes depends on managing this delicate balance. The stakes are high and the outcome will shape regional stability. Batanes symbolizes the Philippines' determination to defend its sovereignty. The fortification of Batanes is a national awakening, challenging China's regional ambitions. For China, Batanes represents resistance to its influence and power. The islands are a litmus test for the rules-based international order. A successful defense would reaffirm the strength of international law and alliances. The fate of Batanes carries profound implications for global trade and stability. The islands are now the stage for a critical drama in Asia's balance of power. What happens in Batanes will echo across the Indo-Pacific. Batanes is no longer just a frontier, it is the front line. The stakes are high and the outcome will shape the future of the region.